Yes, so our country people, the matter where they grant not be big matter, na matter when every problem they get solution. And now we deal with our Honorable Commissioner of Transport for Delta State, no other person but Honorable Onoriode Agofure, soon to be called to bar. So very soon, not be all those short matter again, now better style. So welcome to our show, How Una See Am with Mr. Jollof, our Honorable Commissioner. Thank you for coming, despite your busy schedule. You know, say your work not be English work. You know, understand that people's work. So you are more abreast with the people.
Yes.
And those way they offend traffic, those way not they offend traffic, keke riders, bus riders, everybody they come your office. So now I want to ask, since you joined the cabinet for our Excellency, Right Honorable Sheriff Francis Oboroboye, how far you don't go for your ministry of transport to advance transport for Delta State?
Okay. That's, first of all, thank you very much for having me on your show. How Una See Am. So we'll make everybody know how I be.
Yeah.
One of the major things where I don't do will make me happy. And thank God say maybe many of them don't know say we go the same school.
Yeah.
And the same school all of us go. We're not the same set to graduate self, I don't know.
No, I think I did one set ahead.
But your long sleeve, that's a big well.
Yeah, so the big well.
Anyway, one of the things, and just recently, His Excellency graciously approved the construction of a CNG refueling station here. A very laudable project. Something that is very dear to me and something that the presidency has been pushing for. In fact, they have a target to convert 1 million vehicles. That's the target that the presidency gave to them. So all states are beginning to key in. And a state like Edo State, for example, now, a state where we go school. The partnership that we have with NIPCO now is to create, or rather to construct one refueling station in Asaba here. They are also doing one in Warri, Niger Cat. And they also have one operational one about 10 kilometers from Mercyland Church.
Okay.
The point I'm trying to make now is that CNG is a very clean and very affordable fuel now to power your vehicles. It will shock you say this government house now CNG gas the power around. Okay. All government offices, all government, even our quarters is being powered by CNG. So Edo State has about 7 operational CNG stations that have been in operation since 2009. Yeah. Not even 2009 till now should be about more than 15 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And to test, before I go bring something come Delta State, I'll make sure I test run it myself. But Abuja has about 5 stations, NIPCO too, Lagos has, Ibadan has. Different states are beginning to key into the CNG. Why CNG? I tested one. I went to convert one of my own vehicle in Edo State there to see how cost efficient it is. When I converted it, and I came to test run it from Edo State to here. Do you know how much it take me to run the bus from Edo State to Asaba here? 5,000 naira. Ah.
And after we will use like 30, 40K minimum.
30,000 minimum.
Wow.
So with that, we're going to open more conversion centers. There are actually more conversion. There are lots of conversion centers here in Delta State, but we're looking to open more. And with that, we're going to drive down the cost of transportation in the states. That is one. Another one that Oga also approved is, say this is our work now, work. So, but we're trying to reduce the amount of confrontation and the amount of contact these enforcement agents have with people on the road. Yeah. So Oga has also approved. In fact, I just left the meeting now. One of our the partners from Spain just came and we're having discussions on how to implement, but it has been approved. We're in the implementation process now. If you go to Lagos State, for example, now, And I'm very happy that with this approval, when we go live, we'll be the second state in the country and the first in the whole of South-South region.
Yeah.
South-South, Southeast. Only Lagos is the one that has this solution. They have cameras, strategic places.
Okay.
On the traffic lights.
Right.
So if you beat traffic lights, if your vehicle
I'm the one Agbero carry on your for your tire like this, boom.
If you beat traffic lights, if your vehicle papers are not, maybe your vehicle license, your vehicle registration, your roadworthiness, your insurance, your proof of ownership, if they are, nobody will answer you.
Again.
They'll just send you a bill that's, oh, you've contravened this traffic this traffic rule, or you've made it a traffic violation.
Yeah.
They'll send you a bill. And it's integrated into the central billing system of the state. So even if you want to say you buy land and you want to go pay for C or 4, for example, they'll cash you for there.
So you not get the way you want it wrong.
No, you not get the way you want it. And it's a huge, I don't want to go into financials, but the amount of revenue that we are going to generate for the state is crazy.
Una the year una the year
not just that, it's going to bring, we're now using cutting edge technology to make sure that, okay, people who beat traffic violations or all of that, we won't answer. We're not going to answer. We're not going to answer now.
No quarrel for road.
Right now, I will show you for my phone. Again, I don't know whether I sell one motor, but let's say the person not change my plate number. Lagos State VIS, they just send me mail say I violate. And I don't even know who get the motor, but let's say my motor I don't sell since. So that's another things that we're going to do: CNG conversion centers, selling of cheap gas to power these vehicles. And I don't want to make any policy statement, but our guy is also, in fact, I have a meeting with him very soon. He told me to come and meet him. So we're putting our heads together to see how we can bring in new initiatives and policies to make sure that the price of transportation is reduced to the barest minimum for Deltans, because it cuts across. Cheap transportation does not know any religion, party, or anything. Cuts across
everybody.
Cuts across all the local governments. Those are some of the things where we're also building jetties in the riverine areas too.
So you are trying to that connection between the rural urban area. There's going to be a connection. So the way that it's been effective on land
is also
effective.
They call it the bimodal transportation system. So there's one in Delta Central, in Delta North, and also in Delta South. In those 3 places that Oga covered. Oga said no, he wants adequate distribution across the 3. One of them, it's here in Kebu in Asaba. I went there myself. Oga is also a very thorough person. Before he gives an approval, he makes sure that you've done your due diligence. You know, just the carry they approve. They make sure say,
because when you go expense, another one like
you know, make sure say if you release money, that the money is meant for that purpose, and we get and achieve results. The one here in Kebu, if I go there myself, when I go there more, I cry go give I say these people actually don't need a jetty. Because we see boats that come from Kogi, that come from Benue, bringing in food stuff
to
Delta State here, from Anambra here. And then also, the other one is in Omia, in Alaja. And the other one is in Egolo Bene. So it covered the 3 senatorial districts. Those are more things that we're also trying to bring to the table as regards transportation in Delta State.
And then this introduction of CCTV cameras on the road, in trying to cut those agberos, trying to have that contact with road users. Don't you think it will increase unemployment in the state?
No. Because those
Agbero now their office be that.
Those Agbero now, they will not be converted to enforcement
agencies.
Agents. You understand? In the sense that we're not going to eradicate them. We're also going to give them a handheld device. To be monitoring vehicles that have contraband. So if you like now, if you pass red lights, and they send you bill, say you owe 20,000 now, for example, and you don't pay. The next time, maybe in a week time, your vehicle passes there, the camera will flag them, and the next, not be Agbo, what they call them now, because we're trying to reform them now.
Yes.
So we're trying to reform it. So the next enforcement agent on his handheld device, a ping will come like, ma'am, this man, where would they find since? They drive, they come, just pass DBS, they come towards your direction.
You can't run.
You can't run. Another good thing about that camera is not just to bring about sanity to our roads and to revenue, to generate revenue. Another thing is for security.
That is profiling.
Profiling. So if, for example, a vehicle, because we're working with security agents too. In fact, the meeting we held, there were security agents there, and from the police, from the DSS, from the Nigerian Army. Yeah, because we had to bring them in. So in case, for example, because a lot of crimes, the criminal elements use vehicles as their getaway means. So if, for example, they rob for here, or they kidnap person for here, once that vehicle pass, it will capture the make of the vehicle, capture the plate number,
and probably capture the incident.
The incident, and we're also having conversations to have facial recognition system in those cameras too.
Wow. It's obvious that you guys have been doing a lot behind the scene. And when do we think this will be implemented fully?
In 3 to 4 months, because there's a timeline of implementation. Within.
We're in March, so I think sometime in July,
August, you start see the cameras will now start rolling out and you start seeing them.
Yes, so this na message to people wey dey abroad wey wan come for the dirty December. Make dem know say the security they don dey plan before the dirty December. Yeah. So make you not say I no fit come Nigeria because of insecurity. No. Things are being put in place. And we know now you don't talk about road transportation, water transportation. The air transportation now, which is we dey get challenges for most especially the airport for Sudi there.
Okay.
Most of these airlines, they don't frequently go there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Airpeace for the past 4 to 5 months now, we've not seen Airpeace in.
For what reason?
Probably they are going on maintenance or the maintenance of their aircraft and all of that. Now, as Airpeace don't go maintenance now, ARIC now they patch, they use their small.
Okay.
As Asaba Airport, it's fully operation. Airpeace works there, United Nigeria works there, Aero works partially, ARIC works partially. Don't you think it is time for Delta State to own its own airline? Just like Cali Air, Ibom Air, other states, they are already integrating into airline business. Don't you think Delta State on its own deserve its own airline this time?
It's a good question. That's a good question. It's something that myself and the special advisor, because there's also an office headed by Honorable Ayemidejo, who is the special advisor on aviation and transport. So it's a conversation we're having. And this kind of investment is quite huge. You just don't jump into it.
Before they'll go buy land, they'll say, people never shop now, they go buy plane. How many people they use plane for Delta State and all of that?
So it's something it's a conversation that we're having, and very soon, if we see the need, we'll need to do our own research and investigation, and also the viability of this whole
and how profitable it will be as well.
That's what I said.
And before we now say from now till August, where we'll now integrate from, let me say from analog to digital. And most of these road users, by platform, most times they see complain all the time. And someone was saying, transporters, they complain, say that they pay machine money in the sense that say they go, Agbero go collect 200 naira for tickets, and security agency too, they go they'll collect their own 200 naira, and yes, they get bit by bit for different places. Now, don't you think before we move from point A to point B, in that space of 4 months, don't you think it is time to still work on the transporters on how they can reduce their means of their cost of transportation? And this CNG, when is it going to start fully in Delta states?
Okay.
Or the drivers, they need to go Benin, go convert our first before we build our own?
No. It's, every project has a timeline. And in that timeline, you have set deliverables. You understand? So for the CNG station, like I said, there's already one that is being constructed in Benin, in Warri, and the one here in Asaba. The timeline they gave to us is that within 4 months it's going to be completed.
Okay, same with August with the CCTV and everything.
Yes,
so Delta should bear
till that time. For that machine money, it's something that I've been getting the complaints, so I will not lie to you, especially when it comes to the keke riders. Not the complaint part. But the figure, the amount on the daily tickets that was approved by His Excellency is 300 naira. I was on air last week Saturday and live broadcast, and many of these issues came up, and I told them that the only fee that the government authorized to be collected from them, which I myself personally administer, is that 300 naira daily ticket. Any other thing
is extortion.
It's extortion and it's illegal. So if I can say it on air, and I'm saying it now, that any other money being collected is illegal. But that does not mean that I will just sit back and say and watch them being extorted.
Yeah.
What I plan to do is to open, create like a hotline.
Yeah.
You understand? And the number will soon be out there. So if they have any issues from any
sport, any area
in the state, they'll call and we'll go there and arrest that situation.
Okay, and my country people on another year now say the only money where they collect for keke a day na 300 naira.
Why for Okada na 200?
For Okada na 200 naira. Any other money again na illegal money na they collect for Delta State. And make we say we dey move forward from that keke part now, we look more about a profiling exercise. This profiling exercise for
I know say that matter will come up.
Yes, you know, they even protest for Warri South local government when they say that they collect 12,500.
Yes, I will address that issue.
Yeah, so that thing now, you know, I saw it from the Ministry of Transport page and website, but can you elaborate more about it? About 12,500 that they collect for this their profiling exercise, and also this money that they pay now, so now monthly that they pay or now yearly, or they just pay and they don't pay and they only pay them again.
And let me start with the figure. It is 7,500 from the Ministry of Transport. And this 7,500 is actually a discounted amount because we're going to provide a rider's card.
Okay.
We're going to give them an easily identifiable apron. We're also going to provide a QR code sticker that will be placed in a very conspicuous part of the vehicle. It's not just only limited to keke and okadas. We're also doing rolling that out for also commercial vehicles. Now, the apron and the QR code sticker, like the name implies, the sticker has a QR code image on it, and also the apron also has a QR code kind of QR code embedded on it. The reason for this is that we need to profile who these people are in this state, who are the riders. We need to have a robust database. Yes. We cannot work without data. Data is what drives economies. Data is what informs you on the policies that you need to make, and also for security, because there are some things I cannot say on air because they have security implications. Yeah. But we get a lot of complaints that not all of these keke and okada riders or this, but I'm sure that even in Abuja, we get cases of one chance.
That's steady.
We get cases of one chance. People being maimed, people being killed, people being kidnapped, people being robbed.
Yeah. And in terms of investigation, problem will come there because you don't know who be this
exactly.
person.
So we need to have a database, because sometimes we get requests from the security operatives. Please provide this vehicle or this keke was involved in this. Please provide the data.
And problem will come outside.
So that's what we are trying to want to create a very robust. And that QR code, how does it work? We collect the information from the riders. When we give them this apron and everything, we also give them a form to fill. When they fill the form, they bring it back to our office. We enter it into our database.
Okay.
And then you that wants to get into a keke now, for example, or into a commercial vehicle, and probably at night, and maybe the guy face, you don't like the way the guy face be.
You don't like
you
the
can
attitude, body language.
Even with your smartphone, it must not be, and any Android phone even. Yeah. You can just scan the QR code, and then the picture of the rider will come up. His number, his phone number, everything will come up, and then we at the back end will have more information.
Sure.
So if anything happens, and when you scan that and the information of the rider comes up, you can easily screenshot it and send to your loved ones. If you are scared about or skeptical about.
See, we are there. Not be the word we say tomorrow that they'll cause us to read.
So that is actually the idea of this profiling.
Yeah, but say some of all these keke we they buy now, so some na security agents. Now they buy them.
Really?
Yeah, because this street we see some of this you see some of these people who go come now, they not get work now. Now if it be police or army or navy, now I buy and I give one of the boy we come this region now, and it's very, very common. I'm very sorry to use this word, but it's very common with people from the north coming to the south, probably to hustle, make some money. Now this security agency, the agent now go give this person, he go hand over the keke giver now. Now the person will go they ride this keke now. The profile now feel not be him with the rider.
It captures both the owner and the rider. Yes.
Okay. So if they hand over and give you self, the rider when they get a profile go there.
Yes. Okay. So they will ask you in the form. It is if you are the owner and the rider, you put that there. Okay. But if you are the rider but not the owner, you must provide.
So if it's a third party, you
must provide the information of the
that
owner.
Person, yeah. So if not be the person we get that one, if not be the person where they ride the keke, say maybe you just look and am I your power, you just give you the keke like that, and it not show your name and anything.
No, you must register the owner of that keke.
That keke before it can be okay. So una don't see the matter, not be saying I should be mama fly you, not be saying I your love talk am. Una don't hear from our Honorable Commissioner of Transport, Honorable Onoriode Agofure, to tell you say they very, very vast and digitally inclined with transportation, not be the normal way they go just carry, just load motor, therefore they just share money, everybody just go ask. That system they are dated. So now this be the more agenda what we talk about. So realistic reform, and inside that realistic reform too, we still get enhanced peace and security. So Deltans our transport system now don't go another level.
Don't go digital.
It don't go digital. We're global now. Special thanks to the executive governor of Delta State, His Excellency.
Special thanks.
Yes, so Right Honorable Sheriff Francis Oborowori Ukodu. Yes, Governor Wesabi, Governor we get awareness. We don't see the matter what you do now. So, and thank you. We know say your schedule they very, very busy.
No problem.
And to cash you very, very hard.
Fish.
Yeah, so cash you very hard. And we don't see you. We don't hear from your ministry. And Deltas too, una don't hear. So in case una dey get any wahala, if una dey complain say they too dey collect machine money for our hand, una don't hear say na 300 naira. And for profiling too, una don't hear now say not be 12.5, na 7.5 they collect for that profiling exercise now.
From the Ministry of Transport.
For the Ministry of Transport, So anywhere una dey go anything una dey hear, very soon a hotline go still come out too. If una dey get any katakata, una dey get any quarrel, una go your complain. The agencies, the traffic agent and all of that, they go come rectify those problems. So thank you so much for coming to this program to tell debtors what is going on in the state. And we hope to see you again when everything by August don't balash very well. Then we go move. Then hey, this jetties where they do. So what is the time frame?
Oh, jetty is a very serious contractor. We should finish a jetty in, let's say, a month and a couple of weeks. A serious contractor. A serious contractor.
What if now serious contractor?
We don't. You don't say, you they see what Oga they do contractors for the state.
Everybody
so,
they say.
Yeah. So he leads, we follow. He sets the pace and example.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't want unserious contractors in the state, then I, who is his subject.
We not engage any unserious contractor. No. Okay, yes. We don't see everything. We don't hear everything. And the way our commissioner and the Ministry of Transport, the airports, we be road users too. Make una help us.
They obey rules and regulations.
Obey am will not be say because una no person. Now so some they go beat traffic finish, they go carry for coming. Jala, I don't be traffic. Talk to them. I don't be me. I don't have that power. You know, if you go against the law, you definitely face the consequence of the law, and there are fines and there are sometimes it's even punishable too. So make una know, say this state we don't advance past that stage where say they call they lock your tire, they call they do all those mushy doings. That say we don't upgrade. Now better style now. Until we come on our way again, keep watching, keep sharing, comment, and share the good news of what is going on in Delta State, and subscribe to Doings TV as well. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. Thank you very much, our commission.
Thank you.
You too much. You too much.